Hello and welcome back to my channel, and I'm giving you my new review for Jackass Forever, which I saw about this previous weekend, and I'm here to give you my review. But within any series like this, there's a history behind it and my amount of attachment to it, especially with someone with the name of Jack in his name. I am a massive Jackass fan. I love the movies, I love the TV show, I love all this. And what I think, and Jackass Forever is like, it's very funny how most of the critics hearing this movie are like saying, you know, this movie's not going to win critics or anything like that. The movie has like a 90 on Rotten Tomatoes or something. It's really damn high, amazingly. And what I think this film does very well is that it knows how to present itself as just it is. Within this world right now, we live in that's so heavily politicized and everything, it just feels like a naturally good, fun romp of a movie that knows how to take itself like not too seriously. And the majority of the cast are back, except for Bam Margera, who's just out because he's so foobar in truth. And unfortunately, Ryan Dunn, who passed away back in 2011. And I remember being in high school, and at the time and hearing about it, and as a lifelong fan of Jackass, that was devastating to hear. And what I loved about this movie is that it's just an hysterical romp. I saw this movie with my friend Trevor, and we both we just said that's just a freaking great ride of a movie. It's not meant to be like structured as like a character or the atypical arc of a movie or anything like that. It's like no, none of that. It's just a bunch of vignettes of these dudes together having hilarious hijinks with each other and them hurting each other and doing all this crazy crap. And it just knows how to take itself. I love what I really love about Jackass is that it does never take itself too seriously. It just never did. The guys just screwing around, hurting each other, probably turning their genitals into a beehive, or punching each other within the crotch, or smacking them with a big hand, or whatever it may be. It's just such a hilarious time. And as a huge, I'm not calling myself a Jackass, even though my name's quite literally in it. As I said before, I am an enormous Jackass fan. And this movie is more than a worthy addition to it. And knowing how much material that they usually make, they usually have movies. But then there's more. There's the Jackass 2, and Jackass 2.5. Jackass 3, Jackass 3.5. And what these movies is like they overshoot so much of it. I don't know if there'll be another 4.5 or something, probably not. But I don't think I've laughed this hard in a movie maybe since the first Deadpool. It's unrelentingly funny. Granted, I do think it's one of those experiences that you have within the theater with a big audience. I don't know I would have laughed as hard as I would have at home by myself as I would within an audience with 50 other people, with me and my friend and 50 other plus strangers laughing together. But there's something just about that again, it brings back that communal experience about the movie theater and how that really had such a big involving mass and magnitude to it, and everyone laughing together. It's perfect escape. It's perfect escapism for the moment. It really is. With everything in our sphere of over-politicized world and everything, it's just what we need to just sit back, relax, not take ourselves too seriously, and just remember to have a good freaking belly laugh. And god damn it, I love this movie. I really can't help but say I love this movie. I do have a couple of qualms with it. Number one, I would say as funny as it is, I don't know how these new sets and everything would have compared to the others. When I think about the other iconic monsters in Jackass, they have, the giant hand one in Jackass 3. or the Piranha machine or anything like that. Um, I don't know of how much of this movie clearly does like the bigger is better approach, the funnier approach, but it knows how to really improv it, and that's kind of expected. But this is a medium that gets so big, they go for the bigger, broader stuff. But like there's certain sets that will have so many layers and layers upon them. I don't know if certain sets of action are such as funny moments would compare to the original to other stuff before, but in my view that's not here or there. And I do think the new cast, while good, they're not nearly as distinctive as the original Jackass crew. You know, like Bam Margera, Ryan Dunn, Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville, Chris Pontius, and among others. What's his name? Who's also a director? Who directed What Wild Things Are? Spike Jones and a bunch of these other guys. Preston, a bunch of Wee Man, and a bunch of the other guys. Much as I like the new cast, I don't think they're not nearly as distinctive as the original cast. And it hurts to not see Ryan Dunn or Bam Margera here because Bam Margera is such a basket case, and he's gone down the hill, and Ryan Dunn passing away. And while it definitely hurts to not see them here, I never felt like they were like. It didn't feel like they were like overcompensating for that, or it didn't feel like they were missing a piece within the crew. It was more like, let's fill this out with some new blood and some celebrity moments within here. Like, we see Tony Hawk, and we've seen Tony Hawk in, I think it was Jackass 1 and 2, if I recall. We also have other musicians in here, like Machine Gun Kelly and Tyler, the Creator. And they also have some great moments, especially the piano dancing bit. I mean, in tears of laughter. The moment they strapped one of the other guys into a chair, and they were testing him for a lie detector, and then eventually they brought in a bear, and he panics. Oh my goodness! I mean, I could not help but lose my crap. And they used one of the new cast members and his dad, who was seen a lot, and they put him into like this helmet thing, and they put a tarantula in there. That's the one bit where I could not watch. Like I have a massive effing fear of spiders. So, oh god, that's the one bit I could not look away from. So yeah, my only two complaints about it is that I don't know if some of the set pieces would have compared to the others of them being so funny or distinctive or iconic within Jackass lore or anything. And I do think some of the new cast is not nearly as distinctive or interesting as the originals, but they never took away from the experience. Like, they bring in a girl, and I thought she was really fun in this role. I thought she was great. And I'm like, oh no, she's so sweet and new. And I'm like, oh no, she's so sweet and new. And I'm like, honey, you have no idea what you're in for. Like, these guys have broken collarbones. One of the crew members has lost a testicle. They've broken bones in so many different ways. Like, oh dear, you work for the new cast, but yeah. And if this is the last of the old cast, or if this is the last Jackass ever, I'm more than happy with it. Or if they hand it over to new cast and they pass it on to them, I'm still fine with it, as long as they do a good job with honoring the material while also giving respectful homages to the original in such a way. And for me, Jackass Forever was just a goddamn blast. As I said, I don't think I've laughed this hard in a movie since the first Deadpool. It's unrelentingly hilarious, and I loved every second of this movie. Like, I remember, like, Bunny and my friend looked at me and he's like, I want more. And he's like, I want more. Please replay the movie. Please replay the movie. And I was just totally like, yeah, I wanted like another 2 more hours of this. Or so. I wanted like more than 2 or 3 hours of this. Just more. I wanted more. And can't help but say it. I absolutely loved Jackass Forever. It's the funniest movie I've seen in years. And overall, Jackass Forever is just a gone down triumph of laughter. And it knows how to work so damn well within its own parameters of being what it is. It doesn't take itself too seriously. It reminds us of just a simple camaraderie of friendship of guys, and they just take the piss out of each other and know how to be the perfect degree of an a-hole, while still keeping it, like just fun within being each other, and that's what I loved about this movie. I really do love it. I just found myself truly in awe of. I found this movie just to be just such a fun experience, and I would gladly go back to see it again. So yeah, massive recommendation from my end. I'm gonna give Jackass Forever a 9 out of 10. I haven't laughed this hard in a movie theater since in years. Probably, as I said, I don't think I've laughed that hard at a movie this long. Maybe since the first Deadpool. It's hysterical. I love this movie. So yeah, huge recommendation on my end. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the future for more videos as always. Till then, bye.